Welcome to a Sacred Space podcast. I'm your host, Katie Smith. If you're ready to get organized, love your body, and fully connect with your soul, then this is the place for you. Listen in as I discuss all things home, body, and soul, and how to create space in our lives for joy, love, and deep connection. Let's get started. Hello, beauties. So today I'm going to tell you exactly step by step how to organize your pantry so that it stays organized forever. And then I'm going to give you some other organizing tips as well. So let's get started. Okay, so when it comes to pantries, in my experience, there are two main problems. One, like items are not grouped together and it can make things very hard to find. And two, they're generally filled with an extreme amount of expired items, especially when it comes to spices. So the main thing that I stress is baskets. Like, always use baskets on your pantry shelves. And you don't have to have everything in a basket. But it is very helpful to keep your like items grouped together if you have baskets, and especially if you have children. So like what I do and what I do for my clients is I get baskets that fit to the shelves, whatever kind of shelving it is within that pantry. And especially if you have wire shelves, this is really, really helpful. I know here in Georgia, where I'm currently living, every house on the face of the planet has wire shelving in the closets and pantry, which I personally detest. But if you can get some baskets in there, it will really make things a whole lot easier. You won't have things falling through the shelves and sitting all wonky and all that stuff. So you group your snacks together, like say one basket has all your chips and another basket has all of your granola bars and et cetera, et cetera. And then for the things that you're not going to put in baskets, then like say it's like really tall items that wouldn't fit, like bottles of oil, like olive oil comes in tall bottles and things like that. You can just group all those things together in a section. So I always section everything out based on what the item category is. So like all the oils would go together, all the baking stuff would go together, all of the soups would go together, and canned items would be like right next to that based on what they are, like if it's beans or vegetables or whatever. So that's how I do it. I love the baskets for the kids stuff because if my daughter wants something, I can just tell her to go grab her basket. And I take everything out of the cardboard boxes because they're like so annoying and it's so hard to get things out of them. So I take them out of the cardboard boxes and I just dump her snacks into a basket. And it makes it really easy for me to grab what she needs or for her to grab what she needs. And I do this for my clients as well, and they really like it. One thing that I recently did a pantry, and I had gotten one of those cool can organizer things. So it's like this little shelving unit that you can get at like Walmart or really anywhere, and it kind of sits on an incline so that the cans will like roll to the front. And I was going to use it, but she had wire shelves and it just didn't want to sit right with the wire shelving, and the cans were like too heavy and it wanted to like tip over. So I didn't end up using it for the cans, but I noticed that she had like a whole bunch of juice boxes that were just like sitting in the packaging, and they're so hard to get out. And so I unpackaged all of her juice boxes and I put them on that canned shelving unit thing, or that canned shelving unit, the shelving unit that's meant for cans. I put all the juice boxes on that, and it worked out so good, and it made it so easy for her kids to grab a juice box, and it was actually really simple just to put them all on there, and they stacked perfectly. So that was a really cool idea, and if you head over to my blog, and check out this episode on my blog, then you'll see pictures in the post of what that looked like, just so you have like a better idea. So anyways, so then the other tip that I have is about expired items. So expired items seem to be like a huge issue. You think you have so much stuff in your pantry until you start checking the expiration dates. And especially when it comes to the spices. So a good rule of thumb is like every couple months, just go through your spices at the very least and check the expiration dates and throw out anything that's expired. You do not want to keep expired spices or expired items anywhere in your house, but especially in your kitchen, because that is going to present the energy of expiration and create exhaustion around your food and around wanting to eat, and it just makes everything taste yucky and like kind of like that dead energy. So you want to remove that dead energy by getting rid of all the expired items. So do that like every couple of months. Just go through your spices and check them out. And even if you're like cooking and you pick up a spice, just double check the expiration date on it. And that will really help keep that spice clutter down and just make sure that you have all fresh energy flowing through your pantry. Pantries don't seem like they're a huge deal or that they really need to be that organized, but they do, because your kitchen is like the hub of your home. This is where you eat. This is where you spend family time. This is where, you know, you're like giving yourself vitality and sustenance. And so having an organized pantry that you really love going into or opening up is going to make it so much easier to cook at home. It's going to make you feel so much healthier, and it's going to give you a major energy boost. So this is basic feng shui, people. Keep the energy fresh in your kitchen, and you will always feel like you're eating fresh, and you will have a lot more energy in your life. Okay, so then I have a couple other tips for you. I recently did a gift wrapping station for one of my clients. It was really fun. We had a hard time deciding which thing to do. There are a lot of different options out there. And Pinterest has like some amazing different things that you can do. And of course, if you go to the Container Store, they have like a bunch of cool like carts and different things. This particular client had like a ton of wrapping paper. So what we had to create like a custom thing for her. So this isn't something that I've seen anywhere else. It was just sort of my own idea. And again, if you go over to the blog, you can see pictures of it. But what we ended up doing was at the Container Store, they have this like giant bin that sort of, it's like a clear bin that's made by Sterilite that you can just put like, I think it holds like 30 wrapping, like full size wrapping paper thingies. So it holds like a ton of wrapping paper. So if you have a lot of wrapping paper, this would be the thing to get. And then what we did for her accessories and for her bags is I got this like super cute little rolling cart at Target. It was like white with like turquoise green. And again, it's on my blog, sacredspacewithkatie.com, and just click on blog and you'll see it there. But anyway, so what we did, so it has like 3 little drawers. So we put like the ribbons and all that stuff in the top drawer, and then we put like tissue paper and other things in the second drawer, and her bags in the third. And it worked out perfectly. And since it is a rolling cart and it was on a hardwood floor where we put it, it makes it like super simple for her to just like roll that wherever she needs so that she can cut out the wrapping paper, do the wrapping, and get her accessories out. So it worked out really, really well. And I will put a link in my blog post to an article a woman that I found on Pinterest did. She listed like 20 different ways to do a gift wrapping station. But that's definitely like something that like overwhelms a lot of people, especially when it comes to the holidays. So if you can have something set up for yourself, it will really make a huge difference. And there's so many different ideas out there and so many different ways to do it. You will definitely find something. Okay, and so my last tip of the day is that if you have cabinets stuffed with stuff, here is like the perfect way to get that organized. This is what I do. I take everything out of the cabinets, everything, and then I have a trash bag and I just start throwing stuff away, and then I make another pile for anything I want to donate, and whatever's left over, then I always wipe down everything before I put anything back. I wipe it all down. I have like a special spray that I use that's vinegar and lavender and lemon, so it's detoxifying and energy clearing, and it's absolutely amazing. It smells really good. And I use that and I wipe everything down, and then whatever isn't in the trash bag or the donation pile goes back in. So it just makes it really quick and easy. It definitely cuts down on the overwhelm because it's like a super simple process. Just pull everything out and then put back what you have left. So you can do that with closets, and really you can do that with anywhere. That's like my basic process. But for cabinets especially, it's like really it really cuts down on the overwhelm. Sometimes when you open those cabinets and you see all this stuff in there, or your closet and you see all this stuff in there, it just makes it so much better if you can just pull everything out. And then you have an empty closet you're looking at, and it just really seems to reduce that overwhelm. So those are my organizing tips for today. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions or comments, please be sure to leave them below this video, or head over onto my blog and you can comment there and see all the pictures. Again, it's sacredspacewithkatie.com, and I will talk to y'all soon. Have a wonderful day, beauties.
Thank you so much for listening. I'm so glad you chose to join me today. Don't forget to subscribe so you get all the latest episodes right away. And if you love what you hear, leave me a review so that more people can hear it too. You can also register for updates at sacredspacewithkatie.com/podcast. Be sure to check out my website while you're there for all the great resources and free stuff. Have a beautiful day, gorgeous. See you soon.